Hey everybody, how's it going? Wind sound warning. I was out here doing some stuff. Wind was barely blowing, and now it's blowing even more. It's kind of frustrating. I was going to make a video on something else to, kind of give some more content this week since the weather's actually cleared up. Because I'm trying to do some yard work, try to get everything organized and situated, so that way I don't have to worry about anything else. I can just, work on cars for the rest of the year and the rest of the time, and yada yada yada. But this is a video to do my official first lineup. I don't know how long it's going to take. It was originally projected at least 4 to 5 cars within 2 to 3 years. But now it's going to be 2 years plus. So I'm going to be working on a lot of things over time. So you're going to see a lot of random videos here and there. But I will keep up a series on a lot of vehicles because I'll jump around on them. It's just due to the rise in prices and absolutely everything in materials, it's getting kind of bad, and we're not big enough yet for YouTube to cover a lot of things from the ad revenue money. I know people have already offered, Patreon and the membership stuff. It's like, no, we're not going to do that. There will be a shop in the future when we make other things from other channels. So we're going to sit down this coming weekend and discuss on how we're going to progress with that and how we're going to manage the shop. It's going to be from like Etsy.com or something like that. At least some decent website that you could buy stuff directly. No auction websites, because we don't like that. We like to put something on a set number and go from there. So with some other cars that I've had for years, well, some vehicles actually, and I'm actually right by one of them. This thing has been sitting here for a while since I moved it, and I've had it since I was 15 or 16, somewhere along the lines. And it's sitting here starting to rust away, and I really need to work on it. So this is going to be one of my first lineups. And I'm going to start off with this right here as soon as I back up without tripping over everything. Now, I can't remember if I've shown this here on YouTube, but I've shown it here over on TikTok here, whatever. Sorry, my mind's trying to put stuff together because I'm so busy out here. But this is a 1955 Ford F100 short box, half ton. And the reason why it is a 55 Ford is because of this notch right here. If it was a 56, it'd come down, over and down. So something kind of like that. But yeah, this is 55 on down is when you see something like this. I've always wanted one of these muscle trucks. It's a custom cab. I don't know what it originally had, but someone tried to do some stuff with it. I'm not going to lift up the hood because when I dig it out, I'll analyze it more, because this is going to get a frame up restoration. It's going to get a 390 4-speed. Just a standard 4-barrel, nothing too fancy. I got to figure out what's going on with a lot of things, and of course it's going to be positive rear end, but this will be pretty much a drive around truck. Nothing too fancy. Let me see if I can actually get over here without, sorry if that's loud. And of course, my very first vehicle, the 1960 GMC 4-speed long box step side. I got the wrong year of tailgate on it because that's off of like a 62, 63. Because this truck originally had a step side on it, but we got this one. Me and my late father got this off another truck, so I need to get a original tailgate for it, appropriate for that year. I've already covered this truck, I think a couple of times in the past, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. And I gotta be careful here. I don't want to slip and get cut on the deal. Yeah, since the weather's let up, we've had some nasty winds. I gotta finish building this privacy fence and fix it. Since I've had this for a very long time, almost 10 years, this is going to get worked on. This was one of the second cars I've actually ever owned, because I've always gotten other pickups. So this is a 64 Mercury Monterey Marauder that this is actually gained a huge fan base online. And this is gonna, it's a 352 code. I don't know why it doesn't have the racing stripes right here, because every Mercury or Marauder that I've seen has the racing stripes. So when I sand, I'm going to see if someone filled them in, and I'm pretty sure that this was white at one time, but it's going to stay yellow because I love yellow with a white interior. Everything's going to get stored original, but some stuff is going to be upgraded. It's going to get the 390. I have the C6 transmission over there, so we'll see how this thing comes along, because I have to refurbish a lot of things on this because parts are extremely hard to find for this. Excuse me. We'll be working on this off and on. This is the 65 Ford 500 XL 3-speed, factory 3-speed. These are very rare kind of cars for it to have the 3-speed option, because in 65 everyone was going for the 4-speed on the floor or automatics, but this has the factory 3-speed. It's going to be original. It's the Z code for 390. At least I can't remember if it's Z code or what. But there's also something strange too. I think I covered this in the past video. Yeah, I gotta get some of these weeds out of here. It's pretty bad if someone's watching. I'm sorry, that's all I keep looking at. But back to the car. You normally see the XLs with an XL emblem back here, but this is original trunk lid. It's an original trunk deck, and it has a standard Galaxy trunk lid. So I don't know what's really going on here. I'm going to keep it there as is. So I don't know what to really expect out of this car when I redo it, other than just a typical rot. But I don't normally see these kind of XL Galaxies running around. So with this one here, I'm going to go to my 73 Mustang Grande with the 351 Cleveland. I'm going to change out the heads and the intake maybe for a 4-barrel. Not sure just yet. This is going to be a very fun car to work on. Needs a whole new front clip of fenders, because those fenders are completely shot. I've covered this car quite a few times. I'm also going to be working off and on Amanda, the 69 Mercury Comet Sports Coupe Limited Edition. Covered that car multiple times, so there's no need to go over it. But this one I gotta go over for a Mercury Car Club. This is a 70 Cougar. This was the 4th car that I've ever gotten, so I'm going to work on this. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. I'll go over a video on this in the future. Someone did paint over the original green, but this will be an emerald forest green with black stripes. It'll get a 351 Windsor, unless I can somehow find a Cleveland. And this year is 70. Hopefully the sun's not too bad, sorry. And the year is 70. They had a Cleveland shortage, and this is a code for a 351. It's an AC car. It's a 2-barrel, but it does not state if it was either a Windsor or a Cleveland. So I'm just kind of figuring that it was probably, you know, a Windsor car. It'll get a Windsor down into it. So just have to see on what happens in honesty, because you know, now I realize I actually have two 70s, the 70 Cougar, the Mercury Cougar, and the 70 Mercury Cyclone GT. It's absolutely amazing of how many different models that Mercury had back in 70. It's very interesting indeed. I wish Mercury was still around. I would love to see Mercury do a sports car again, but whatever. When we're working on this one off and on, it's the 66 Galaxy Q code. This will be a project off and on. I got the frame. I'm going to work on the frame this year when it gets rolling. I'll cover this car more in the future, but just to be an off and on project. It's very simple to fix, very simple to do. And of course, everyone remembers the 56 Mercury Monterey 4-door wagon. That'll be a project to work on. I've already covered the 66 Bonneville, be a joint project with Tucker. It'll be off and on with the Cadillac. The reason why I'm not walking over to certain cars, because I've already covered them so much, I'll just talk about them. If you're new subscribers, please go and find our videos. Just go to the search page and type in, you know, like Cadillac or Pontiac, Bonneville, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, everything's gonna be worked on off and on, but this is pretty much the main lineup. So I'm gonna skip over to the vehicles over there. because I need to check some things along the way. I'm trying to think of where I misplaced something here. It looks like everything's still there because we had some very terrible wind. Okay, to the dual Roadrunners. My Roadrunner, Tucker's Roadrunner. The 73, which everybody hates because it's too much, you know, it's hard work. People don't like these kind of things. Just needs a simple roof swap and the front rails straightened, which I think I found some stuff online on how the measurements are, because since I gotta finish cleaning some stuff up. Yeah, you can see I actually cleaned up some stuff over there. This will be the work yard. A lot of things will be placed over here. I gotta make room for a lot of stuff. Still straightening up things, but anyways, back to the topic. People don't like this car because it's too much work, it's too much effort. This is the Hellcat project, still going forward, still going strong. I've already had people offering to buy me another 73 and get rid of this one. That's not the point. I've located more junkyards and salvage yards. There's even I'm going to go to that giant Mopar junkyard, whatever it is, I forget the name, later in the year online and inquire about a whole roof swap, because both posts right here, I need to move a lot of stuff here from the factory welds. We do a lot of stuff here, replace both posts on each side, and I want them to chop it down to about right here, and like so. So that way when I cut this side, all this stuff off, I could just get the trim from the factory welds right here, get it off, then use a guide for this right here, so that way there's a skeletal structure in the back, and then just kind of pop it down, adjust, and go from there. This roof would be fixable, just, you know, just have to skin it and everything, but I can't find no diagrams online on how to straighten these posts properly, but also too, analyzing this stuff more. These posts are kind of done for. So I just want to get something that's easy, just pop it down, replace the entire roof. I'll take this over to my brother-in-law's place because he still has a welder since mine was stolen, and just plop it over. I'll even take off the wheel wells. This one needs to be straightened, and I think this one needs some light tweaking in the front right here because it's bent over lightly. I have to do some remeasurements once I find proper measurements. But the rest of the car, the unibody is perfect all the way from right here to the back. It's just the front right here. And I'm going to have to keep all this stuff off in order to have room for whenever I'm able to afford a 6.2 liter Hellcat engine. I don't know if it's either going to be an automatic or a 6-speed. I'm probably going to keep it an automatic. I don't know. It's going to get all the guts from a Hellcat onto this. So this will be I don't know how long it's going to take me to get this project done. It's going to take quite a bit. But this will be also a joint project with Tucker, because this is both of our, well, both of these of ours. Everything's ours. But this one, this is a very rare bird, I guess, for 76 with the upper windows. It's a 318. We thought was a 404 block, but the guy lied to our relative and we found out otherwise. The front clip is off of a normal Volair. This is the Volair model. I don't know what else to really say other than just I know that the front clip was off of a standard Volair in 76. I think it's off of a wagon, but it needs the flares for the wheel wells. I don't know if this is a posi rear end. It has the turbine rims on it. It's going to turn into a posi. You have to find out if this is like a 3-speed or a 4-speed. I got to take this off and redo it because this has the crank the sunroof, which is actually amazing. I've never seen that anywhere else. Don't know what's exactly is going on right here, so when I sand it down and everything, I have to see what's going on. And I also have to see if this is actually transplanted in, because of how this looks right here, it's like they did one heck of a good job. If it's transplanted in, that's a heck of a good weld. But again, when I sand it down, I have to see if this is transplanted in. If it is, it's still going to stay there. Part 2 will be coming once Tucker talks about his projects. Now, this is a joint project. We've covered this already. We're going to get our late father's diesel going. That's going to be a thing that's going to be worked on as much as humanly possible. And of course, everyone's fan favorites, dual 58s. Of course, we got 3 58s, but these 2 dual 58s, the 2 dream cars. The 58 Biscayne, which I'm still trying to figure out a name for it, and the 1958 Ford Fairlane 500 2-door post sedan Interceptor Special. It has a 352, well, had a 352 block, but I'm going to put a 428 Police Interceptor Cobra Jet, or I think they call it like a Super Police Interceptor. I don't know. I made a post on it a while back, but I'm just going to label it as a Police Interceptor Cobra Jet with 2 4s with a I'm trying to figure out on top loaders. It's going to be the thick shaft in order to handle it. Already has a factory 9-inch. I just need to gut it and put a posi gears into it, which I don't know how to do. Tucker does, so he's going to teach me how to do that. Power disc brakes front and back, because with this having a 428 Police Interceptor Cobra Jet with 2 4s, I'm going to need a lot of stopping power in order to shut this down if I decide to open her up, and I probably will. But there's a racing strip someplace over by I think it was at Nebraska. I gotta research this again. It's over there somewhere. I'll transport it over and see what it's like over there, and I'll really open it up, because I don't want to open it up here on the road and endanger myself or anybody around me, because that's irresponsible. But with this, I'll just have to find something in some way, shape, or form to just to try to open it up once it's all done. Let's see. Yeah, I put my bar right there because I was using it for some stuff over here earlier, which I gotta grab that here shortly. Not much else to really say. This is Cherry Bomb Victoria. This is what her name is going to be. Originally was Victoria in the Cherry Bomb project, but just Cherry Bomb Victoria. It's going to be two-toned. I think some sort of a cherry apple red on the bottom here, on the roof, and I think some sort of an odd, I think it's called Ghost Cream White. So it'll be two-tone. This was originally a black car through and through, but it's going to be two-tone. This I got to figure out for a color for it. It's not going to be purple anymore. It's going to be something else. I'm still going to do the raindrop type effect on top, and I just got to figure out the rest for the car, so that way the paint and the chrome stands out. So that pretty much covers the first project lineup. There will be a lot of will it start videos, a bunch of other things coming in the future. Right now I just gotta get this place sorted and organized for future business and everything, because these videos, as they come out more in the future, I know I got future on the mind when we take a drinking game of your apple juice and take a shot every time when I say in the future. But there's just a lot of stuff that I need to do still, a lot of things I need to organize, clean up, tear up, level out, because we're going to have the dream shop, the dream garage back here, along with some workshops, and how things are going to go in the future. We'll be able to work on cars at least 4.5 days a week, and then stuff on the weekends, balance some stuff around with this channel, the paranormal channel, of course the gaming channel that I'm now saying. So if you ever got someone that wants to watch stuff and entertainment on that, you can. I mean, it's up to you. It's just a thing on the side. There's also the cooking channel. That's once I get stuff done and organized, so I'll be active on that more. And then the crafting channel, which will consist of other things that we'll talk about in the future, because still organizing stuff on there, and I'm not finding a good spot with the sun and the wind. But yeah, these videos are going to get shorter in the future. I know I say that many times in the future. I mean, in the past. Yeah. Just a lot of stuff going through my mind right now. A lot of stuff organizing out here. But there's just a lot of things happening in general, because since this is family property, it's going to be, family owned for generations to come. So we're going to have a lot of aspects here for you know, whatever just whatever happens in the future. So yeah, working from the ground up, working from a base level, doing nothing but our own things, our own boss, our own design and honesty. Because if what you see right here right now was once, you know, whatever, but back here it's going to be all business for the building the cars. Got to get more land and have more storage in the future for the vehicles and everything once they're completed, you know, proper storage. And then have a spot for shipping when we make the AA doodle bugs, along with steel reproduction bodies of certain vehicles. There's just a lot of stuff in general. We're going to be busy with a lot of things, and that stuff won't get in the way of us restoring our private car collection. And also too, nothing is for sale. It will never be for sale. If you don't see a for sale sign on it, please don't bother asking. Because as we get bigger, a lot of people are asking if it's for sale, it's for sale. We're not here to sell our private car collection. When we sell something, we'll announce it, but it won't be from the private car collection. It'll be something else. So these are pretty much the early chronicles and documenting our progress as we go along over time with our home business, with the cars, and a bunch of other stuff in the future, and our hobbies and interests. So hopefully this brings some interest to people on what we will be doing. And this is my project lineup for me. When Tucker's home, he'll sit down and bring out what he's going to be working on. I'm only working on my stuff, you know. Well, like I said, we're doing stuff on everything, but it's mainly me right now. But once we get bigger and bigger over time, then he'll actually be able to join me here at home, and then we'll actually do a lot of stuff here. And there's just a lot of stuff to talk about, but this is pretty much just a basic thing of vehicles to come. And well, I don't know how to word this stuff. I just don't know. So I'm just pulling things out of the air to try to make sense of all of it, because I'm still not good on talking about this stuff. Because when you're working on a car, yeah, it's different, but when you're trying to put stuff together to form it for, you know, for an audience to entertain, it's a little bit of pressure involved. I think I'm getting better. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. So that pretty much covers it for part one. Part two will be out sometime next week when Tucker's home. So that pretty much covers my project lineup. So expect these cars, a bunch of other things too, a whole bunch of stuff in the future. We'll just have to see on what happens. We're going to try to get back to at least 2 videos a week, maybe hopefully 3 videos a week, depending on how things go. Since I actually got some power tools now, stuff will go just a little bit faster. But Cherry Bomb Victoria is going to take a little bit of time because her entire front clip has those odd those prong clips, and they're all broken. And the bolts like to spin right there in place when you're trying to get them, so I have to grind the heads off, and I want to put something else different on, because that's the only thing that's holding me up on it. It's just like the 60 Fairlane. I got to get that front clip off. But for right now, this is pretty much what's going to be happening. Got to finish cleaning up the property, hauling stuff off, grabbing the rest of the cars and the parts. And then after, when everything's done and situated and the privacy fence built, which won't take too much, and getting everything situated and moved over, and hopefully everyone will take us a lot more seriously here online, especially what we're sharing our journeys and sharing our business adventures and with everything that may be involved. So I will end this video there before I ramble on any further. So look forward to stuff in the future, and I shall talk and post to all you another times. So y'all have a good now. Take care and stay safe. See you later, and thanks again for all the support you've shown us over the year. Yeah, 1.5 years already. Time flies when you have fun.